And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game. And the 10. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Colin Sexton is out there with George. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Abaji in at the 3 slot. And for Miami, the wingman, it's Hero and Butler. Kevin Love out there with Martin. And it's MP in at the point. And the latter half of the season, Greg, in your experience, did the games get easier or harder than it was earlier on?
Overall, I'd say it's harder later on. Physically, you're more banged up, and mentally, man, it's a long season, and that can wear on you as well.
From past the arc, good, and Butler gets the assist.
Now you see Jimmy Butler's willingness and almost really relishing the opportunity to get his teammate an open look.
Nobody near George. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
Greg, this Keontae George is explosive.
When he goes in the paint, he is like a wrecking ball. Very physical driver for a guard. Can be streaky, but boy, when he heats up, watch out.
MP, no good. And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Last time they met was in Utah.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
You know what? At the end of the day, it wasn't as close as it should have been. There were lapses all night that led to the deficit they couldn't overcome.
And here's MP for 3. A second chance effort. Kessler with the rebound.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Here's Sexton. Here's Markkanen. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Martin. The Heat have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. The 3 from MP. Another miss by MP. Jazz have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Abaji. Rebound by the Heat.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling. I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the court.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. The forward spots will be Butler and Martin. Hero out there with MP. And it's Jovic in at center. That's the group in the game for the Heat. He had a nice open look right there.
A wise pass right there by the rookie George. Solid at finding open teammates.
Back in the 2022 offseason doors, the Jazz traded their 2 All-Stars, Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert.
And what that got them, Kevin, was a ton of draft picks. But to me, the real prize is Lauri Markkanen, who made the All-Star game, and Walker Kessler, who looks like a big-time stud, particularly on the defensive end.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Heat.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Knocked away. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Nuggets was a big factor. He finished with 19 points, and he was a contributor on the defensive end as well. And when you think of that game, he comes to mind, specifically how impressive his energy level was. Kevin, you know he'd love to repeat that performance.
Thanks, David. He took command, and Greg really led the fight for his team.
You like someone who's willing to take control. But then again, tonight could turn out to be a different story.
I think he's got to find the appropriate balance between not forcing it and not settling.
George passes to Markkanen. Nice ball movement by Utah. To the middle. George dishes to Markkanen. And it's Miami with the rebound. Outside Butler. The 3 from MP. Abaji pulls it in. Jazz trail by 13. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. And Miami making a change here. Highsmith is checked in. Utah also making some changes. John Collins comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Talen Horton-Tucker subbed in for George.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. MP's really making a difference here.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
So it's Miami. They lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball at...
That's the end of the first half. What a score. Your Miami Heat. 49. The Jazz. 38.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. Markkanen is out there with Walker Kessler. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then it's George. And it's Abaji in at the 3, the small forward. Just 5 on the clock. Sexton against Love. And it's off from three-point range. The Heat leading by 14. And here's MP for 3. And the Heat another 3.
That's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
George looking around. Knocked loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Love. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 6th rebound on the night. One thing you hear nowadays, Doris, is that there's not enough defense. Do you agree with that?
I don't in this way, Kevin. I believe we must redefine what quality defense looks like. The floor is so spread, the skill level and shot making so high that I think it is much more difficult to guard in today's NBA.
Name a type of shot. Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
And George drops them both. Miami's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And here's MP for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Pass to Abaji. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy Butler made some headlines a while back when he said he wished the NBA would allow more of the scrapping we saw in decades past. So would I. He says that would suit his game, though. Jimmy said, I want to run into people and see who falls down first, who's going to quit first. That's the style of basketball I like to play. Kevin?
Yep, you're right. And it shows, D.A. It shows. Thank you so much. Abachi. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Markkanen. Great D that time from Love.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Utah calls timeout.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Now the race for Rookie of the Year. And a look here at the top-ranked rookies as they close out their first season in the NBA. A very talented bunch. You look at George. He's just not quite in the running at this point, and while he's had a pretty good season, it doesn't look like he'll be a contender.
And somehow the rigors of this group's first full NBA season still hasn't taken a toll. Their level of play has not dropped off at all.
Oh, the beauty of young legs. It's sort of remarkable because it's something unlike anything they've experienced before, this schedule.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Williams finds Horton Tucker. Back to Williams. Passes to Markkanen. Here's Horton Tucker. Up top, Markkanen. Guarded by Robinson. Markkanen can't get it to go.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Pass to MP. Shoots the 3. Hands it from downtown. MP's got 35 in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
There's the pass to Collins. It's rebounded by Jovic.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Rozier, the pass to MP. Off target with his 3. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. It's blocked. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's MP, and he lays it straight in. MP's got 37.
We all know Terry Rozier can score the ball, but boy, showing the selflessness right there with that pass.
Pass to Williams. To the paint, here's Clarkson. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Clarkson's got 13.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
MP, no good. The Jazz have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
Rozier finds MP. No good on the 3. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Heat just dominating this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your team.
He's checked in for Miami. Then for the Jazz, Lauri Markkanen's checked in for John Collins. And Talen Horton-Tucker subbed in for Sexton. The wingman, it's Hero and Butler. Caleb Martin out there with Kevin Love. And it's MP in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Heat. He gets that one.
Well, Jordan Clarkson can be a little bit streaky at times, but right now this guy is on fire.
MP kicks to Hero. Butler dishes to MP. Puts up a 3. Rebound, Utah. 1:27 left in the 4th quarter of this one. go against Clarkson. And he drives in, and the lead is down inside single digits. Clarkson's got 19 points.
Well, Jordan Clarkson loves the offensive end. He's in the flow on that drive. That's nice.
Jazz trail by 9. George finds Clarkson. Over Butler. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
MP passes to Hero. Back to MP. From the arc. Miami keeps it going. A new 14-second clock. Butler passes to MP. That 3 off the mark. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Looking to get it going. Markkanen can't get it to go. And it's Miami's ball. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Count the basket.
And this is why people are so high on George. He can take over games with his scoring.
MP against George. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first, and that pushed the lead to double digits. And both free throws good for MP.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is